It's so crazy how it looks like Hae never got injured, bro. Another NewJeans dance practice, and this time we got How Sweet. I'm just really glad that they released their dance practices. They basically released them all in 1 week, and so we're eating good. For NewJeans dance, we're eating good. So let's go and break this one down. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's go, baby. I really like how they approach their intro and how there's a casual, nonchalant vibe to it. So the theme with How Sweet is that it's very groovy, but at the same time there's these in-betweens, like these in-betweens within those grooves that make this choreo difficult. It's so crazy how it looks like Hae never got injured, bro. I can see why NewJeans said that this choreo is the hardest for them, because it just keeps going. Like, I'd be tired as hell. Bruh. So I actually want to talk about the intro all the way to the end of the chorus. So with the intro, I think what I really like about how they approach this is, you know, how they hit that bass within the very beginning of the song to give us this theme of just the nonchalant, casual vibe, but at the same time they know that they can kill it. When they do the choreo all the way until the end of the chorus, you'll see that there's a bunch of switch ups in their textures to really make it look like they're aware of their bodies, but at the same time they give this almost effortless feel to make it look like when they're doing the choreo, they don't look tired at all, and that's the whole point. How Sweet is very tiring in terms of how you do everything. There's a lot of in-betweens. There's a lot of things that you have to think about as you do this choreo. Yeah, so if you watch this beginning intro, just like this opener, it's just casual. And here, what I like about this part is how they dig into that groove. It's very grounded, so they add heaviness to that move specifically. Like the speed change within that move. I like the ad-libs. So here's another thing with NewJeans formations. What I love about it is that they do a lot of traveling, a lot of spaced out formations where sometimes you'll have a member just somewhere else out of the formation while the other four will be doing something else. So in this case, we have Danielle doing her own little thing while the other members will do accent choreo or just other different type of movement to essentially highlight Danielle here in this case. This happens a lot within NewJeans formations, and I love that because it's not your traditional, here's the center person, there's the formation. They move around a lot, and I can see why the choreo in itself is tiring. So it's not just How Sweet, but it's a common occurrence with a lot of their dances. And the seamless transition to going back to the traditional formation where you have someone center is actually pretty crazy. So shout outs to the performance directors. I don't know how they do this every single time, but like they just have a vision. When they have that vision, they really execute it with NewJeans, and NewJeans really brings it out. They really perform that, and that's why they're so good. It's crazy, bro. Like, and I love that pre-chorus part. So this pre-chorus part where Hae is center, she has this little extra umph that she does, and I don't know if you guys are gonna know this. I'm just gonna replay it a bunch of times. So that move where they pull back their elbows a little bit with the two stutter steps. Alright, I'm gonna replay it again. What up? She said I was injured? Hell no! So, with the chorus, I talked about this in my other video, but with the chorus, it's very flowy in terms of groove. So there's a rhythm that they have to catch the entire way. On top of that, they also have to worry about how they execute the textures, like the speed changes, their arm cleanliness, and also just performing in general. So it's not only that they have to worry about this constant groove that's happening, but they really have to be aware of the speed changes, like I said earlier, and just where their arms are going to be going, and just how they all look, or how they hit the same textures on certain parts of the song. In How Sweet specifically, you're gonna notice that they follow the way they match the way that they sing, and they visualize that for us by changing up the textures within their movements. So like when they slow down on certain lyrics or speed up in certain lyrics or the instrumentals, that's what I mean. That is actually a perfect example. So when they say sweet, or when they say taste, they do this body wave to the side to emulate that. Yeah, one more time. Fuck it, another time. But yeah, I'm replaying a lot of these moments to really help you guys catch these, because sometimes on the first or second or third watch you might not catch it because maybe you're just paying attention to each member as you watch them, and that's okay. Purely what dance practices are for anyways, for you to enjoy these. So here's another thing. So the second part of their chorus, there's also traveling involved, and as they travel, they're also making use of their hips. And so in this, literally in this frame, they're kind of moving forward, but at the same time they're slanted with their bodies. So not only do they have to travel to where they have to worry about hitting these textures, and as well as the choreography that's within this this second part of the chorus. And what I really enjoy about their dances is that a lot of it is dancing. And again, choreography, matching choreography, or just doing choreo, there is nothing wrong with that. Honestly, I love doing that as well. I've been a part of dance teams where I really had to match choreo, right? But within a lot of NewJeans dances, you'll notice that yes, there's choreo, but at the same time, when you learn it, it's dancing. It's literally just like you're just going. There's a rhythm to catch and there's a rhythm to flow in, and that's what I'm trying to point out with How Sweet specifically, because you guys will see that throughout the entire dance practice. It's crazy how they just don't look tired too. Shout outs to NewJeans, man. Y'all are crazy. So what I like about the section from the first chorus all the way until the second chorus is actually how they perform towards the camera and where the camera is going. And with the second chorus, I really like how they approached, like they changed up the choreo a little bit. Not even a little bit, they changed up the choreo to give it more of a bouncy feel, but also foundational feel. Well, I'm gonna talk about that part, okay? I talked about this in my other video, but I'm gonna talk about this part right here. But anyway, let's go from the section from all the way from here. Yeah, this part. So in this version of the dance practice, the camera is moving. It's very intentional. A reason why there's a fixed version and a moving version, at least for them, this is just me just trying to really see why they do this, is to literally practice where they have to perform towards the camera when it comes to a music video, or like, you know, promoting their songs, or just anywhere where there's a camera involved. This is very important because in performances and or music videos, there's not a mirror that you're going to be able to see yourself in, unless for some reason the concept has mirrors in it. For the most part, they don't perform towards mirrors. They perform towards a camera and or an audience. So this is very important, which is why moving versions exist. All right.
So I've been praying so hard for a miracle.
And the thing with NewJeans formations, it's not like there's a lot of formation changes. It's the way they use their formations. Because there are a lot of times where they have the traditional like 3-2 windows or 2-3 windows, things like that, or the pyramid, but it's in the way that they use them, and it's the way that they do the formation changes. So I don't know how the performance directors really approach these when it comes to choreographing to their songs, but man, it's a breath of fresh air because it's nice to look at, because there's always something going on, but it's not really taking away from the choreography. And I love how there's traveling within their formations, so they really make use of the space that they got, especially when it's a bigger stage. And now with the second chorus, I really love how they changed it up here. So now that first part is definitely a lot more, or this right here. So that first part of the second chorus is actually very foundational. After they hit the arms, where they have the clean arms, and they do this like little driving thing, and then they're kind of essentially, in a way, they're popping here, because you have the shoulders and they have the rotation a little bit to give that feel, but they're not necessarily like popping like crazy, but that move in itself has foundations in it. I love this. I actually prefer the second chorus over the first chorus when I first learned it. I love both choruses, but I prefer the second one, mainly because of this part. And this too. So this group right here, like, come on, yo. More speed changes here, and just more bounce. Like, I can see why they're so tired after this dance practice, bro. Look at this. Speed change. So we have this like sharp speed change right here, right? Where they're pointing down, and then right after that, they have to do this bouncing move that they gotta do as they change formations. Like, the fact that they just don't look tired is crazy. Shout outs, man. But I'm gonna point out another thing. I know I've been pausing a lot. It's gonna be a little bit of a longer video, but you know, it's my channel. It is what it is. They really match the way they sing taste here. They'll emulate that by filling out this movement where they go down to the floor. And this actually might be my highlight moment of the dance practice, to be honest. And they really fill out the entire like lyric for that. It's not like they got there early and ended it. No, they really filled it out. So from point A to point B, they didn't go in a straight line. They went like this. All right, they went like that, baby. I'll play it one more time. Man, this Loki might be yeah, this is gonna be a long video. Yeah, one more time. I talked over it. My fault. Fuck it. One more time. Bruh. The speed changes. The way they fill out the entire movement. So actually, I just want to talk about that mini section alone. This is where they really kind of stop grooving. This is where they stop following that rhythm a little bit. This is where the change up happens. The change up of what I mean here is how they're approaching this next part. So hitting the snaps, filling out the lyrics in the way that they sing. So really being patient with their movement. So doing that like little body wave down to the hip, back up, and then hitting the snaps to give that speed change. So I'm gonna just play it again. Filling it out here. Speed change there. So like, I love how they follow the lyrics in the way that they sing. So when they say, I think the lyric is in it, and they follow it with the head movement that they have here. And so I think that's why How Sweet is a really fun dance practice to watch, is because they have switch ups like this. Instead of just grooving the entire way, they're gonna give us like a mini section to kind of give us a break from all of that and have this like cool section. Ah, dude. Love the camera work here. And obviously the formations was staged in a way to follow the camera. So that's what I really like about that section, where this is where NewJeans really shines a lot too, and or any idol group actually, because they practice a lot with cameras and they have to be in front of a camera or performing towards an audience all the time. This is actually really important, like this whole rotational thing, right? The little grooving, I actually really love this part right here with Benji center. Constant grooving, bro. Bro. And so now we're nearing the end of the dance practice, right? And they were like, they still look like this shit is easy. Great use of spacing there. Great staging on the last chorus. So now this footwork right here, the glide, at least the first part of the footwork, I'm actually really glad that the directors put that in the very end. So the reason why I say that is because they've been doing all this tiring choreo and they're probably tired by the end of this song. Footwork like this actually needs to be very like almost minimal. You don't want to overdo it because they're already tired and they're like gassed out. I'm not saying they're gassed out. They got hella endurance is what I'm trying to say. But at this point, because they've been dancing for pretty much 3 minutes already, this is like the best part to breathe. And this is where they can tone it down to really give that effect of gliding. So if you guys don't know, the first move of the footwork is actually called the glide. Just want to put that out there. If you want to learn it, put how to glide on YouTube. All right. I said this in my other video. Yeah. Perfect time to breathe here and give that minimal effort, because that's what you need to do when it comes to footwork like that. Bruh, NewJeans, you guys are crazy. I loved how they approached How Sweet with their casual, nonchalant vibe, and how it looks like they're just never tired when they're doing this. This has got to be their most tiring choreo. This is, in my opinion, as I watched it a lot, is constant grooves, in-betweens, textures, and on top of that, they got to perform up here, traveling. So, you know, shout outs to NewJeans, shout outs to the directors that really put this all together and just make it look good. All right, so if y'all love NewJeans, don't forget to subscribe. I'm out.